Hotels are one of the most important status symbols in the world of luxury. Their purpose is to make you feel extraordinary and delight you with services you would never even think to ask for. The stories and strategies of the 5 hotels I'm about to tell you will leave you fascinated. Enjoy. 5. Four Seasons. Founded in 1961, this hotel was born from the vision of the son of a wealthy family. Architecture and construction were common professions in his family. Isadore Sharp was the son of Polish-Jewish immigrants who had settled in Toronto. Sharp studied architecture and had a deep interest in the construction industry. In his youth, he gained experience operating a motel. He had seen the details of the business firsthand. In 1961, he opened a 125-room hotel in an economically depressed district of downtown Toronto. To prevent guests from being affected by the rough surroundings, he arranged the rooms around an interior courtyard. Later, he traveled to London with his wife and stayed at the Dorchester. That experience became the biggest turning point of his life. It was at that moment that he embraced a philosophy. The philosophy was called the Golden Rule. Treat others the way you would like to be treated. Every employee was carefully trained not only to fulfill their duties, but also to anticipate what guests might need before they even asked. Four Seasons never owned most of its hotels. It managed them. This business model allowed the company to maintain complete control over service standards without taking on real estate risks. Cascade Investment and Kingdom Holding acquired the brand in 2006. In a share transaction completed in 2021, the company was valued at $10 billion. Today, Four Seasons operates 133 hotels in 47 countries and aims to increase that number to 180 by 2033. A contractor's son who had never operated a hotel before created one of the most respected luxury hotel brands in history. His greatest advantage was his vision. 4. Aman. Founded in 1988. Adrian Zecha was born in Indonesia in 1933, received an international education, and began his career as a journalist. Later, he became interested in tourism. He was among the founders of Regent Hotels in Asia, then established GHM Hotels, and eventually arrived at the idea that would immortalize his name. In the mid-1980s, Zecha wanted to build a vacation home on a secluded peninsula on Phuket Island, Thailand. The location was a coconut grove overlooking the Andaman Sea. However, he felt that the place had a spirit greater than that of an ordinary house. Together with several friends, he invested in the project and opened a 40-room resort called Aman Puri in 1988. In Sanskrit, Aman means peace. From the day it opened, room rates were 5 times higher than those of competing resorts in the area. There was no reception desk. There was no grand lobby. The design was intended to make guests feel as though they were staying in an exceptionally private home served by extraordinary staff. That was precisely the critical goal. Its reputation spread among a particular group of travelers, the upper class. Its clientele consisted of European aristocrats, Asian business dynasties, and people who valued privacy more than luxury amenities. By 1992, Aman had expanded to Bali, Bora Bora, and Courchevel, all without spending money on advertising. In 2014, Vladislav Dorinin acquired the company for approximately $358 million. In 2022, with the support of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, the group's value was estimated at around $3 billion. Today, Aman owns 35 properties across 20 countries. Every property is small, the staff-to-guest ratio is exceptionally high, and daily room rates often exceed $2,000. the world's most loyal luxury travelers call themselves Aman junkies. Reaching such a level of loyalty can only come from delivering truly exceptional quality and winning over every guest who arrives. 3. St. Regis. Founded in 1904, John Jacob Astor IV was one of the richest men in America. In 1902, he laid the foundations of a hotel at the corner of 5th Avenue and 55th Street in Manhattan. He spent $5.5 million on construction, an enormous amount at the time. Every room featured a private telephone, a fire alarm system, central heating and cooling system that allowed guests to control the temperature themselves. The hotel was built with extraordinary grandeur. It opened on September 4, 1904. The New York Times declared it the finest hotel in America. The global press could not stop talking about it. 8 years later, on April 15, 1912, John Jacob Astor IV lost his life aboard the Titanic. The hotel first passed to his son and later into the hands of different owners. Its greatest turning point came in 1966 when Sheraton acquired the property. After a major restoration completed in 1991, St. Regis became the flagship of Sheraton's luxury division. In 1998, the brand officially became an independent luxury hotel chain. When Marriott acquired Starwood Hotels in 2016, St. Regis also became part of its portfolio. Today, the brand has more than 60 properties worldwide. Every St. Regis follows two traditions: butler service available at all hours of the day, and the Bloody Mary cocktail, which was created at the King Cole Bar in the 1930s. Every hotel adds its own local interpretation to the drink. Founded by a man tragically died aboard the Titanic, St. Regis remains one of the most prestigious hotel brands in the world. 2. Ritz-Carlton. Founded in 1898. Cesar Ritz was born in 1850 in the Swiss village of Niederwald as the 13th child of a poor farming family. This man, who began life under extremely difficult conditions, was sent to work as a waiter's apprentice at the age of 15. He lacked formal education, but he possessed a very unusual character. He was obsessed with details. He was incredibly attentive and had the intuition to understand what wealthy guests wanted before they even asked for it. He worked in Europe's finest hotels and, together with chef Auguste Escoffier, managed London's Savoy Hotel. He was slowly climbing to the top after starting from the very bottom of the industry. In 1898, he opened the 225-room Hotel Ritz in Place Vendôme, Paris. The hotel featured a small lobby to discourage idlers and private bathrooms in every room. It quickly gained enormous fame. In 1902, Ritz suffered a nervous breakdown due to overwork and experienced serious psychological problems. He died in 1918, having transformed his name into a word synonymous with the pinnacle of luxury. The modern Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company was established in 1983 when William B. Johnson acquired the brand rights and the original hotel in Boston. By 1998, Marriott International had taken full control of the company. Ritz-Carlton is the only hotel company to have won the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award twice. Today, it operates more than 100 properties worldwide. The son of a shepherd became the inspiration behind the global standard of luxury. Mandarin Oriental. Founded in 1963. In 1958, Hugh Barton, chairman of Hong Kong Land Company, believed that Hong Kong's Central District needed a world-class hotel. The Mandarin Hotel opened on Chater Road on October 25, 1963. The 650-room, 27-story building was the tallest structure on Hong Kong Island. It was also the first hotel in Asia to offer a private bathroom in every room. The interior design was entrusted to Don Ashton, the art director behind films such as The Inn of the Sixth Happiness. The hotel's turning point was its ability to work with the right people. When the hotel opened, the South China Morning Post praised the elevators, which could reach the top floor in only 21 seconds. It quickly became the finest hotel in Asia. In 1974, the group purchased a stake in Bangkok's Oriental Hotel, which at the time was considered one of the most legendary hotels in the world. The names of the two hotels were combined in 1985 to create the Mandarin Oriental Hotel Group. The brand expanded to San Francisco in 1987, London in the mid-1990s, and eventually to the rest of the world. Everyone who stayed there was impressed. Everyone who had not stayed there dreamed of doing so. Its logo, inspired by the traditional Chinese hand fan, became one of the most recognizable symbols of luxury hospitality. At the beginning of 2026, the Hong Kong-based giant holding company Jardine Matheson privatized the company in a deal worth approximately $4.2 billion. Today, Mandarin Oriental operates 42 hotels worldwide. Its flagship hotel in Hong Kong entered a major renovation process in 2025. It opened in 1963 as the tallest building on the island. More than 60 years later, it still sets the standard. You now know the stories behind 5 extraordinary hotels that have become symbols of status. Each of them represents a different definition of luxury and hospitality. We have reached the end of this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. There are hundreds of stories still waiting to be told. Thank you.